Good afternoon, everyone. Olivier Barrette speaking. Thank you, Olivier, for this extensive coverage of the trusted list content-related topics. Please allow me now to move on with the presentation of the new features of the tools, in particular TL Manager. I'm here together with my colleague Simon, and as usual, we will do first a quick presentation of the features and then switch to a demo, to a live demo of the different ones. So maybe first, a brief recap of the different versions of TL Manager. Sorry for the seasoned TLSO among you, because I guess it will be just a useless recap, but for newcomers it may be helpful for you to understand the different features that are provided by TL Manager. So as you may know, TL Manager it's a web application. As Olivier explained, we host it centrally at the Commission for your ease of use, so that you don't have anything to install. But you may be interested in downloading a bundle and installing it locally on your own infrastructure, so both are possible. And as you know, it's a tool for editing, browsing, but also monitoring a trusted list. It's also a tool for sending us the notification about your signing certificate, the location of your trusted list, but also the contact points, the EU login, etc. For this part, we of course strongly encourage you to use that tool, although for a trusted list, for managing a trusted list is just an optional tool. For this part, we strongly encourage you to use that, because with that automated feature, we can automatically process your notification and issue a new LOTL in a matter of hours, because everything is streamlined on our side. So we encourage you to not forget every time there is a change on your side to send us a notification through the tool directly. Okay, so 5.1 brought a bunch of new features. The fact that there is an automatic detection of the changes you do when you are preparing a draft, I think it's very handy. The tool compares your draft with the production version, the live version of your trusted list, and so detects the changes, so you can spot if this change is I would say you are willing to do the change or not. And of course, it is performing live checks on these draft, but also on the production version. And so you are checking your trusted list immediately against the standard. As I said, there is this signed member state notification with automated processing. So as soon as you send the notification through the tool and signing with one of your trusted list signing certificate, it will be automatically processed up to a draft LOTL on our side. So it's very easy and very efficient, this process, and so we are able to issue a new LOTL in a matter of hours. You can sign through TL Manager through an external tool that is called NextU. It's an open source software. If you don't want to use NextU, you can still, of course, export your trusted list from TL Manager and sign in with whatever tool you like, as long as it's compliant with the standard. I think it's section 5.7.1 of the ETSI standard, this 119612 standard. We will present in a few slides. We will present a new offline tool, because it was a comment in one of the last webinars, I think the last one, about the fact that this online tool could not work on some platform of yours. So we are proposing now, as an alternative to NextU, an offline signing tool. So you will have to export the trusted list, of course, but then you can use this offline tool to sign, complying with the standard. And in this 5.1 version, we integrated TLCC as well. So now the checks that are performed inside TL Manager are actually the TLCC itself. So TLCC stands for Trusted List Conformance Checker, the tool from ETSI that is verifying the compliance against the trusted list standard. 5.2 brought a new bunch of features. Of course, there was a split It was maybe the major feature of this version, the split between TL Manager and TL Browser. You have now a dedicated tool for browsing trusted list, and for everyone browsing trusted list, it's really for the general public. And now TL Manager is with restricted access. So it means that if you want access to TL Manager, you have to ask your colleague to notify us about this new EU login you will use. So don't forget, if you have a new colleague coming in your team, don't forget to notify us about its EU login. Of course, email, contact, etc., also, but EU login, it will make him, it will give him access to TL Manager. Regarding notification, as you have seen most probably, we are now sending confirmation email as long as we have published the LOTL that corresponds to your notification. So suppose you add a new signing certificate, for instance, you notify us through the tool. We process your notification, we integrate it into a LOTL. Everything is tracked down so that when we publish the LOTL, there is an automated email that goes back to you saying, oh, the LOTL has been published according to your notification. And so you are completely aware that now the new signing certificate has been taken into account in the LOTL. In 5.2, we also improve the full integration of TLCC and other improvements like the new portlet. Now you have a news feature when you can browse through the publication of trusted lists that were detected by the tool. You can even have a dedicated page now where you can search with criteria like country or date. I would encourage you to go there if you want to see the different publications that were detected from Commission side regarding your trusted list. There is also an availability pop-up where you can check the availability of your trusted list, at least seen from the Commission point of view. And you can also keep in mind that at any moment you can disable all the checks. Suppose you have a large trusted list and the checks are taking quite a few times, you can disable the checks temporarily for your ease of work, and then put them back again before signing. 5.3 brought a whole bunch of alerting features. Alerting features in the sense that now we are monitoring all trusted lists and checking for different criteria, like for instance the expiration of the certificates or dates, like the next update date, and we are sending emails on defined schedule compared to these dates of expiration, dates of next update expiration, etc. And on this on a schedule basis, we send you emails warning you that like in 60 days there will be an expiration of that certificate or that date, etc. So you are fully aware that you should plan for instance, a new signing certificate. This alerting features covers also an availability, publication of trusted list, of course, etc. Maybe something to mention is the fact that in the 5.3, beginning of last year, we also clarified the retention policy, and so now there is an explanation on how much time we keep all your drafts. Again, this is not meant to be a repository for long-term archiving of your archives of draft trusted list. So if you want to keep your draft trusted list for more than a few months, 6 months, I don't remember, Simon, you should do it on your own. Because there is a retention policy on this draft to prevent the fact that I mean, in the past we were collecting a lot of drafts that were not deleted, so now we enforced a clear policy. 5.4 big improvement in the sense that everything is now open source. Here are the URL of the source code if you want for some reason to download the source code and do your own reuse of this. TL Manager and TLCC are separated, of course, because TL Manager is provided by Ceph and TLCC is provided by Etsy. So this is the link to the forge of Etsy related to TLCC. um, statistics are now included, so you can now extract TSP statistics in a CSV format. So you can kind of an Excel sheet, and then afterwards through Excel you can play with the figures and do whatever KPIs you want based on these figures. But the raw figures can be extracted easily from Tail Manager. In this last version, we will also opened early testing for everyone interested. We can do it as well for this version also, so if you want, don't hesitate to apply. And so this leads us to this new version 5.5 that is about to be delivered. We plan to deliver it in around February. And this new 5.5 will bring the following features. A dynamic filter. So these features, again, let me first thank you for your reactivity at the last webinar and also in preparation of this webinar, because this was very helpful feedback and a nice input for us to filter a list of candidate features for this 5.5. And so here are actually the main input of this was the feedback you provided in preparation of the last webinar, and then that were voted at the webinar. So we plan to do it again this webinar because we found it very successful. And so thank you again for your reactivity. And so the most voted features were these ones. The fact that you can now dynamically filter TSP and trust services in the tree view of TL Manager. There will be a demo in a few minutes. You can now merge multiple drafts. So we understood that some TLSO are actually preparing different drafts for different TSP. Actually one for each TSP, and at the end it may happen that they need to merge all this in one trusted list for publication, and so we implemented that feature. More in a few slides on this. We implemented additional checks on transition from one version of a trusted list to the next one. Actually, in a few words, TLCC, we could qualify TLCC as stateless in the sense that TLCC is checking the compliance of one trusted list against the standard. So you submit an XML version of the trusted list to TLCC, and TLCC will check all possible features against the standard, but it will be impossible for TLCC to detect transition errors, as for instance Olivier explained in his slides. And so we implemented these features to be able to detect that something could go wrong from one version to the other of a trusted list. I will list these checks in a few slides. Verification of a new trusted list signing certificate, or a trusted list signing certificate in general. There is now a new feature in TL Manager where you can drop a signing certificate, and TL Manager will tell you if it's compliant or not against the standard. So it's kind of running the certificate-related checks of TLCC on this certificate. And for you, we see this at least as a good way to test a new signing certificate before notifying us, or even maybe buying the certificate. So suppose you want to buy a new trusted list signing certificate for a colleague. It may happen that the TSP where you buy the certificate will give you the opportunity to test the certificate before accepting it. And so we would advise you to check this certificate with this tool before accepting it, because when you will have bought it, it will be too late, and the certificate, I mean, TL Manager will complain about missing statements in the certificate. And last but not least, something that was really asked for in the last vote at the webinar, it's an offline signing tool. So for some reason, some infrastructure of certain TLSO don't allow NextView to run. And so we provide now an offline signing tool based on DSS. So it's a very simple tool, as you will see in the demo, where you can just drop your XML and designate the signing certificate and then sign compliant with the ETSI standard. Okay, so let's go to the different features in more details. This is how it looks like for the dynamic filter. You are in a trusted list, but we will see that in the demo, but you are in a trusted list. You now have on your right the possibility to filter out TSPs and trust services based on special wording. For instance, you can type granted, and it will filter out or filter all the granted status of the trust services. It can be very handy if your trusted list is getting large. Of course, this feature will go through all the possible labels, but not inside the certificate, like the base64 content and all that. It's too technical, but it will go through all the labels. Merging of multiple drafts. You now have a new button called Merge Drafts that you see grayed out at the bottom of the screen. When you want to merge different drafts, you open kind of a wizard where you select the different drafts you want to merge, and then you check for conflicts. If there are conflicts, meaning that if for some reason you change the same line, the same entry inside the two trusted list or the multiple trusted list, the tool will refuse to do the merge to avoid any problem. But if there are no conflicts, like for the typical case where you would have modified one TSP in one and another TSP in the other, no problem. The tool will automatically manage this merge and produce a new trusted list based on the merging of these two. Okay, we will see anyway in the demo how it works. Checks, we added new checks. So as I said, we now have implemented a list of we could call transition checks or stateful checks, in the sense that we are now detecting what is going wrong from one version of the trusted list to another one. What are these kind of checks? Three types. One category based on history. So, for instance, the service has been updated, the trust service has been updated without new history entry. Now we can detect that. It's completely impossible for TLCC, which is stateless. But comparing an old version to the new version, we can detect that for some reason you modify the current status of the service without creating a new history entry. Other kind of this manipulation of history, a new current status has been correctly added. So we detect the fact that there is a new status in addition. There is a new historical entry that relates to the old current status, but for some reason the historical entry has been modified, which is also prohibited by the standard. And also, of course, in a more general way, any historical entry that would have changed and without producing a new status. Another category of these kind of checks is the fact that something may have been deleted. At worst, a full TSP has disappeared. And as Olivier explained, this is not possible. A trusted list contains the full history of all modifications. So that would be detected now. Or a service would have been deleted. It can happen that the identification key, the business key, has been modified. That would be detected by the tool as a delete because we couldn't match both service. But again, this will now be detected by the tool. Another category is the chronology of the different dates, because there is a bunch of dates, as Olivier explained, and there are rules to be followed for these dates. One of them is, for instance, the fact that the service starting date cannot be before the publication date, because if you do so, you will create a change of the history. You will kind of backdate the creation of a new service, and that could have side effects. Another backdating occurs when the issue date has been backdated compared to the previous version of the trusted list. Of course, this is wrong. The signing date after the publication date or the issue date after the publication date. For all these dates, please bear in mind that the tolerance of the tool is the same day. So as Olivier explained, there is a tolerance of same day for all these dates. And so we followed that in the checks of the tools. And so we are only comparing the date part of the date time and not the time part, if you see what I mean, so that we are also tolerant in the checks about the fact that we are only talking about dates. That's about it for the checks. About the verification, here is how it looks. There is a new feature on the left menu under a new category that is called Helpers, TL Signing Certificate. And this feature enables you to drop a certificate and run the compliance against that signing certificate. It will actually perform all the tests under the section 5.7.1, the checks that are the one that were listed by Olivier Delos regarding the content of the signing certificate. Offline signing tool, here is how it looks, but I think the best is afterwards to go for a demo. It will be more self-speaking. But before maybe going to the demo, maybe a last slide on the known bugs. As Olivier mentioned, just to give you a clear situation, and so that you don't have to figure out if this is a problem in your trusted list or if this is a problem in the tool. These are the known bugs so far. So first one, but it is solved now. But last week it was still open. Is the fact that for some reason TL Manager, it was actually a configuration reason. TL Manager didn't detect the new pivot lotl, and so the checks regarding your pointer to the lotl were not correct. It has been corrected now. So now, normally, for everyone that is not updated their pointer to the lotl, it should now complain about the fact that your pointer is not up to date and should be updated with the feature that Olivier explained, with this magic wand feature that will just copy the pointer in your trusted list. This was a bug, and related to that, actually, you should have received an automated email saying that a new pivot lotl was issued by the Commission and your pointer should be updated. You didn't receive that email. Actually, the pivot lotl was created end of December, and this automated email didn't went through. And so we will, for the matter of clarity, we will send you a clear email after the webinar explaining that there is a new pivot lotl, just for the people who could not attend today. But please bear in mind, as Olivier Delos explained, that there is a new list of signing certificate that has been declared in this pivot lotl, and that you then should, in the coming days, please update your pointer to the lotl with this magic wand feature. Another known bug is the fact that for the moment, TLCC is not supporting a particular algorithm. This bug was filed by Germany because Germany is using that particular algorithm. This algorithm is compliant with the standard, but TLCC is not. So sorry for this. Sorry for the annoyance. Indeed, this is TLCC which is wrong for the moment, and TLCC will be corrected soon. Last point, for some reason, we still have problems of false detection of publication with Slovakia. For the time being, it looks like it's almost solved, but the situation is very fuzzy, and from time to time, we are still falsely detecting publication of Slovakian trusted list. Sorry for this, we are still under investigation. That's it. A quick look at TL Browser and then the demo. As you know, TL Browser, it's a web application as well for the general public. You have the link there. It's for browsing trusted list, but there is also a nice feature where you can search a trust service based on three different types of search. You can search for a particular type of trust service and or a country. You can search by name, so you can type a name and it will filter out the different trust services among all trusted lists. And another handy feature is the fact that you can drop a signed file or a certificate, and the tool will extract your signing certificate and find the TSP that issued that signing certificate. Can be very handy. Okay. We added statistic and report. You have a geomap, for instance, pie charts, bar charts of different figures. You can extract the raw figures of that. So for everyone, the general public, they can extract the raw data of the different TSPs across the trusted list. And so you can, as it is in TL Manager, extract figures in CSV format and then play around with the figures in Excel. You have a search API as well. Could be handy if you want to develop something based on the data of the trusted list, but you don't want to process all the trusted list. We actually we consume all the content of the trusted list, and we expose an API for anyone. The explanation of the API are here, and actually you have a Swagger view of this API. Okay, so for this version of TL Browser, not many things have been added. Actually, the only thing that has been added is the fact that now on the geographical map, you have the number of TSPs that are displayed, because we really think it was missing. Anyone wanting to do a screenshot to give a global overview of the trust backbone in Europe wanted these figures. So now you can, if you want to, I would say a general overview, you can do as simple as a screenshot of the tool. Time for the demo with Simon. We will now go to the merge draft features. I have to hand the presentation to Simon. Sorry. Here's it. Sorry for the delay. So, first feature to illustrate, let's merge drafts. So here we are in the draft repository that you probably know. There is a new button called Merge Drafts there at the bottom of the screen. If you press the button, you will open a wizard. Because there are different countries in the repository, it may not be the case in your situation, of course, but here we have different ones, so we have to select the country first. For instance, Belgium. The wizard is detecting that there are two drafts of Belgium. Okay, so let's merge these two. See, check for conflicts. The wizard will detect what has to be merged from both sources, and because there is no conflict, we'll propose the fact that you can merge these two. Please bear in mind that when you merge drafts, this is how we designed it, we will delete these two drafts and create a third one. It's just a warning at the bottom, so let's click on the merge draft, and you will see that these two will disappear, and there will be a new one called, based on the name of the older two, that is merge, that is merging the different features. This is how it goes when there is no conflict. Let's maybe see how it goes when there is conflict. Let's merge draft. Now on Island, for instance, there are 3 drafts. Okay. Again, let's check about the 2 there. No conflict. Okay. Let's add the 3rd one. Check for conflicts, and you will see that 3 conflicts are detected that prevent from merging. So this is how it works. You will be informed if the tool is detecting a problem of conflict and cannot handle that conflict. Okay. Let's switch quickly to filtering of TSP. So now when you are browsing a trusted list in TL Manager, either a draft or a public version, both work. You have now a filter field there. Let's type, for instance, granted, for instance. You see that because only LuxTrust is granted, the other one was filtered out. But actually, we could also search for qualified or etc. etc. Please bear in mind that when you type different words, actually there is an and between the two. So now we are searching for granted and QTST. Okay. If you want to search for the exact wording granted QTST, then you have to quote it. Let's maybe illustrate that with qualified authority, maybe, or something like that, or LuxTrust qualified. Yeah, you see, LuxTrust global works because they are matching. Can you search with qualified, maybe? It will maybe illustrate better. Okay, if you search for LuxTrust qualified, it will search for both LuxTrust and qualified. Okay, if you search for LuxTrust qualified between quotes, it will search for the exact matching LuxTrust qualified, and so some of them will be filtered out. So it's quite intuitive, I think. No necessity to go in deeper details, but it can help you for finding a particular trust service. Next point, the signing certificate helper. So on the bottom, on the left menu, you now have the possibility to test a signing certificate. So let's drop one, for instance, from Luxembourg, maybe, I think. Okay, this is one from me, which is expired. And then you see very easily you can run the checker against, you can run the checks against that certificate and identify what is going wrong. And if TL Manager will later complain if you use that signing certificate. Let's finish with the signing tool. So the signing tool now, as you can see, it's a dedicated offline tool based on DSS. Very simple tool, but it's just for helping you. So as I explained, for signing, if you want to use that tool, you have to, of course, extract the XML version of your trusted list and then designate in that tool that trusted list. So let's suppose we have already extracted an XML version. Here is one. Okay, and then you have to explain to the tool how to connect to the signing key. Let's suppose this is a software-based key, and then again based on DSS, we will produce a XADES signed trusted list compliant with the ETSI standard. Okay, we will not import it back into TL Manager, but please trust us, it works. Okay, that's about it for the demo. Thank you very much, Simon. I will take back. We'll take back the presentation. Sorry, here it goes. And share my screen. Okay,